The Keyz and Dawoud podcast.
We back, new show, new week.
What up?
It's the Keyz and Dawoud podcast.
That's right.
You know
it's your boy Dawoud.
Yeah, your boy DJ Keyz. We out
Feel
here.
me?
All right, so we got a lot to talk about this week, man.
Episode 46, huh?
This is 46 already? Damn.
Hashtag 46. We in the mix, baby.
Oh, all right. That's the hashtag. I'm going to leave it alone. That's the first time. That's the first time you ever had a hashtag right off the bat at the beginning of the show, and I liked it. Yeah. There you go. I'm going to leave it alone. You got that, right, Josh? In the
Concept
mix.
Kings, baby.
There you go. All right, so first of all, you had a great weekend, right?
Yes,
You had
yes.
an awesome
epic,
show.
Epic weekend.
We're going to talk about that.
Yep.
Then we're going to talk about R. Kelly news. We got to get back into that again. I know, but there's
Kells.
more. There's always more.
I'll still say,
You know what I mean?
I love the dude's music.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Then we're going to talk about our boy Trump and his bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? Because now he's fucking up everything. Really fucking up everything. Like super fucking up everything. Like super duper fucking up everything.
Trump, a.k.a. Lady Liberty Pussy Snatcher.
But I want to give an alternate part
Yes.
of Trump on top of why we're going to talk about him, right?
Right.
So, all right. So, which one you want to start off with? We got 3 topics that we're just going to jump into, and we always go off brand,
Right?
But so we'll get into that as well. We got other things to talk about, like music that came out too. But which one you want to start off with? Let's see. Let's see how you want to go.
Let's go with Donnie.
All right, let's start with the Donster.
Donnie Brasco.
The Donster. All right, so Dickhead Don. All right, Dickhead Don. That's what we're going to call him, Dickhead Don. Double D.
A.k.a. Mr. Cheeto.
Double D, a.k.a. Mr. Cheeto. All right? Cheeto West. You know what I'm saying? Cheeto West. You like how I put
Look at
that in
that.
there together, right?
With the Kanye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. So Cheeto West, a.k.a. Double D.
Yo, speaking of that, we're on that subject right now.
See how we go off real quick?
The kid in play picture with them.
Yo, online, right? I saw that. I saw that
shit is
meme. I
crazy.
saw that meme. It was crazy.
Fucking, you got motherfucking Donald Trump ass kid.
Yeah.
And then Kanye as play.
And you know what? It's starting to sound like that. And now is when you start to hear. You know what the good thing about Donald Trump is? The only good thing about Donald Trump. You want me to tell you what the good thing is about Donald Trump?
Tell you the only good thing.
The only good thing about Donald Trump is it's forcing
orange
us.
tan.
No, that's not the good thing. That's definitely not the good thing. The only good thing is it's forcing us to pay attention to politics more.
Right.
And to learn more about politics, right? Because I didn't even know right now, so next year, that's next year is when they start campaigning for the presidential election, right? I didn't know now is the time of the year, and part of his presidential term is when they start getting the candidates for who's going to be actually running for the Democratic office and the Republican office. Now you get all the people who's throwing their names in the bags. Right. Like whoever wants to be the president is the time they start announcing that.
I heard people were talking about they wanted to see my boy Obama coming back.
Everybody wants that though. That's just a myth.
It might happen.
I doubt it. I think if anything, Michelle would. And you know what? Nobody. I don't think it would be a problem. But that's the good thing. Now you see what we're talking about.
Right.
That's because of Trump. That's because of Double D. You gotta give Double D a shout out for that. Double D is out there. You know what I'm saying? Double D.
Donald Dummy.
No, Dickhead Trump. Dickhead Donald.
Oh, Dickhead Donald.
Dickhead
Okay.
Donald. Double D.
Double D.
You know what I'm saying? Dickhead
He likes
Donald.
double D's too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Whatever. We don't want to talk about what he likes. Fuck that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Listen.
so Double D is out here fucking up the country. We got a government shutdown right now.
Yo, do you think they should make a remix?
Oh, see, there we go.
Listen,
you see, he's not even letting me get the story out.
You know how Biggie had Party and Bullshit?
No, man,
Yo, Donald Trump's gonna have
I don't
a
want to
Kanye
see.
song,
Why you even putting that in the
Politics and
area?
Bullshit.
I don't even put that in the
Politics.
Don't even
and
put that. Don't even
bullshit.
put that in the fucking atmosphere for that. to
Oh
happen.
man, I
But
can
no,
see it.
he's right now is a major situation of the government shutdown. This is the longest shutdown we have ever had. I didn't know that.
Yo, did you know about all the welfare
another
shit?
No, hold on, man. Let
That's
me
crazy.
get the
There's a lot
story
of
out,
shit
man.
going
Hold
on,
on,
man.
hold on.
Go ahead, bro.
And then on top of it, this is the longest one. This is the first time where government employees are not getting paid. Like we had times where there's been a week where it's shut down. There's been 2 weeks that it's shut down. And shut down, I think record time was like 26. I want to say 25 times in all since we had our government in place. And this is the longest, of course, with Trump. Of course, it got to be Double D. You know what I mean? They got to pull off some crazy shit. And my thing is, this is the TSA agents. You know, the people at the airports. A lot of the senators' offices, employees, and all that stuff. Now, my thing is this: it's fucked up because state employees are not going to get paid for the first time ever. Now, what if you're a person that lives check to check? And there's a lot of people that live check to check.
You live check to check?
Hell yeah, I live check to check.
I don't know how I live. I live some.
You live check behind? Like I might be a check behind. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Shit, check my account. God damn it, it might be dust in there.
I live day to day.
Like yo, you know what the fuck? You know what it is? It's like the fucking the bill man is sitting there with his hand in my account. So when the money drops, it just drops in his hand. He just grabbed that motherfucker right out.
Damn. So the bill man got the snatchies.
Yo, he got this. He gets the first snatchies of the 2019. The bill man get the first snatchies because that nigga is out here.
Yo.
But hold on. So you know why we're in government shutdown? There's only one reason why.
Tell me.
He wants the wall. This is the
wants
reason.
wall.
He's stopping
If the
everything.
wall is not made in Mexico, we cannot have anything else.
But this is where we should get him at. He lied right off the bat. Even though he lied all the time, he's standing on a lie right now.
That motherfucker wants to make the Great Wall of Mexico.
He said we were not going to pay for this wall. Remember that? He said Mexico was going to pay for this wall. So why are you shutting down governments and not letting the employees get paid because you want to put this wall up that we won't pay for?
Yo, this is some crazy ass shit right
Double
here.
D was going down. Double D.
You know what's crazy about this shit? Because look,
Double D is bugging.
You have in China the Great Wall of China. So now in Mexico gonna be the Great Wall of Mexico. The fuck is that? Why you want to keep? Man, listen.
First of all, my thing is this, and then you know what his ploy was for us to pay for it? His ploy is to say, okay, well, we'll open back the borders if you let me put the wall up. So why are we going to pay for the wall that you said, that you told us, Mexico going to pay for this motherfucking wall? We ain't even going to have to pay for it. And now you're pushing this agenda that we never even wanted. So let's think about this. Think about this whole shit. He ran his whole campaign on some shit that we didn't even want. Nobody ever said, yo, you know what's fucking America? We need a fucking wall, yo. A wall would change every fucking thing, yo. We gonna come up off this fucking wall, fam. This wall is popping, yo.
You know what's crazy, bro?
He came up with this fucking idea. No, hold on. I got one more thing I'm gonna tell you to throw in there because I want you to spill everything because I want to give you everything about Double D that you could understand where I'm coming from. Double D, before he became president, he tried to go to Ireland and buy up a whole bunch of land to do a fucking golf course. This story was done on HBO. This story was done on HBO on Real Sports.
Okay.
There was one fucking little Irishman who owned a farm who put a big fuck you sign on his fucking big red farm because he was the only person holding up everything from going on. The real estate. He would not say. He was like, fuck Double D. He's not letting it go down. We need that motherfucker to come over here right now. That's my point of the whole fucking story right there. We need to go get that little Irishman. Yo, I need that Irishman because that motherfucker knew how to get Double D the fuck up out of here. You know what happened? That
they
shit
probably got one in Mexico.
They never built that fucking shit.
They probably got one in Mexico.
Well, we need to find Double D's fucking kryptonite. That's what we need because he's obviously a supervillain.
Yeah,
he's obviously he's a weirdo. He looks like a weirdo. He's the color of a weirdo. I mean, he's a fucking weirdo. Double D.
He's a pussy snatching weirdo.
Yo, how come we roasting? That's another thing. We roasted everybody else. We not roasting Captain Pussy Snatcher. Double D over here. We not roasting him. We not putting him to the fire.
CPS, not CBS. CPS.
Only person that was holding him like holding him accountable for shit was that stripper chick, that blonde chick who got the bread before.
And our boy Kanye was moistenizing,
praising
him.
What did we just call them?
Yo,
Cheesy West. What is it? Cheesy West.
Cheeto West.
Cheeto West over here.
Yo, but you know what's fucking crazy? Remember I told you before, my brother loves Donald Trump. Loves him.
Yo, we need.
Like, bro,
now that's a guest I want on the show.
Yeah.
You know why? He would make this show fucking amazing.
I wish if I could get him on the phone right now.
We would argue all fucking day because I don't understand
phone.
that. Because we're gonna argue a little bit. We're gonna argue a little bit.
Yeah.
I got something to press your buttons right now. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna argue
I didn't
about
get
it.
to say my Cheeto shit.
I know. You get the go ahead. Go ahead, knock yourself out, bro.
Man.
Go ahead.
This
Feel
mother.
free.
Listen, Double D,
AKA
Cheeto Trump.
Cheeto Trump.
Cheeto Trump, Cheeto West, whatever. But listen,
Kanye is
this motherfucker
Cheeto West.
talking about
He's Cheeto Trump.
he don't want motherfuckers to have income tax.
He never show his taxes.
He don't want motherfuckers to he said he's about to shut down the motherfucking welfare reporium.
And that's gonna happen. You know it's gonna happen because you know why? With this government shutdown, you know what that means, right? That means our taxes are getting pushed back.
Pushed back.
So everybody that's sitting home waiting to get that tax return.
Remember April? It's June now.
Exactly. Because now those people are the people who actually do all the accounting for it, doing what pulls out, what comes out. Yo, people are gonna start, and you know what this is gonna do, right?
You know what I understand.
He really trying to bring it back to the old America.
But you know what's crazy
gangs is about to pop off again.
Look,
because this is what happens when people don't get paid. Gangs pop off.
This is the crazy shit. The crazy shit is even people that worked in former IRS people that worked with them said it is illegal to tax us income tax. That law was never passed. Them tax laws were never passed for us to have money taken out of our checks. Never. Okay. Never was no federal law or no type of law ever passed to take federal tax out of our checks.
So, well, how did that happen then?
It's just they're pushing it still. They're the federal, you know what I'm saying?
This is
and it boils down to like the ones that were in charge of the funds, which were the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, and what was the other one? There was three of them, three families. You know, the ones that
you're
in charge
acknowledging me right now.
They're in charge of the reserve, Federal Reserve.
All right, well, this is my thing.
The Federal Reserve is not even federal.
So this is my thing, though. Why aren't we looking into this? Why aren't we? Nobody's creating no kind of. My thing is this: we love to all push and stand up, and we got to fight your rights and all of this stuff like that. We got to start getting in this political game, man. I know it's scary because everybody thinks, when you get in, your dirt is going to get dug up and your personal business is going to get a. You know what? So what? Look at Trump. Trump don't give a fuck. Double D don't care. Double D don't care you dig up anything. You know what he does?
That
tells
motherfucker
you to your face you're lying. You're lying and you're a fucking human. You're a piece of shit.
You're fired.
And get the fuck up out of here. Yo, that's what he does. And we let him get away with that.
He came in the presidency with two big middle fingers.
Facts. That's a fact. I don't know how he did it. I don't believe, and you know what I don't really believe now? I don't believe this many people voted for him. I can't really believe that.
It was a conspiracy.
I really believe
like
now
Florida.
he either threw some money around, he did some shit
So you think that
this
shit was
doesn't
like
make
Florida
sense.
back in the day?
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is worse. I think this is worse than when Bush and them did it. I think it's worse. I think he took whatever Bush and his campaign and crew did and turned it up by 1 million and said, you know what, fuck that. I got more bread. I got more connections. I don't pay nobody back, so let's get it. And that's what I really believe. I really believe it.
Yeah.
Yo, think about this. This dude got money from his pops. You get what I'm saying? Started his millionaire by lies. He's never made from the information that I've been given, right? All the documentaries that I've been watching, the little ones that I've been watching, and you know what? I gotta cut it out because I've been watching biased shit. I've been watching shit against him.
Yeah.
I need to watch shit for him too.
Right.
Because you know what?
So then you can get
I could get the real information.
The in and out.
Exactly, because you know what? When you get one side of the story, so you know what? I'm gonna chill on talking bad about him. You know why?
Lopsided?
Yes, because I don't want to be lopsided about it.
Right now your scale's like this.
Exactly, because there's stuff that I know personally that I've seen just by being alive while he's been coming up.
Like
you know
I
what I'm saying? Like we know he's a slumlord. We know that for a fact.
I know for
because
a fact
we saw
he never
that.
rented to minorities, even if they had the money.
Exactly. So we know these things for a fact.
Yeah.
And we knew it took a lot for people to even get into his casinos at a point. You feel what I'm saying? So these are things that we were alive for, so we seen transpire. But there's other things I want to know about, like, like his the way he made his real money. Like he said he made it in real estate by building these skyscrapers and all that.
Right.
his name was put up there, but did you really build them? Like, because you could come in and acquire shit as it's going up. You get what I'm saying? And if you do that, that's different from
almost
you.
like a foreclosure, you mean?
Yeah.
Came in like there wasn't enough money, let me put it in.
Let me finish it off.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you started from the ground now, I got a little bit more respect for you than if you just came in and bought your way in and just said, oh, let me just buy in and now my money is helping make it bigger. And then I get to put my name on it.
Right.
That's not the same. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's his track record from what I've been told. You see what I'm saying? Or the portrayal that I have of all the documentaries that's going on.
Right.
Now, so you know what? Now, and this is the only, like I said, this is the only thing that Double D is making better happen. Is just making people say, you know what? I'm going to start researching the shit I'm talking about. Because if this motherfucker could, he sounds so retarded when he talks. Like, I don't mean to disrespect anybody on the spectrum or nothing like that.
Intellectual
you get what I'm saying, Josh?
Enough?
Like, I'm not trying to disrespect. Like, he sounds like somebody who don't know shit.
No.
And is making it up exactly on the moment.
Like he's freestyling.
Exactly. He's literally freestyling
the presidency.
Everything. You're right.
This is an improvisational presidency.
And his freestyle is garbage. You know what I'm saying? His freestyle is basura. You know what I mean? So, like, he would be one of the worst freestylers in the game.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? But we let this motherfucker still win. And what the problem is I think he's finessing the game like a scammer. He's a scammer on the highest level.
Oh, yeah.
And my thing is this. I'm scared that he's going to scam it again. I'm scared he's going to do it again. Like, we really got to come up with a good candidate, man. Like, really back that candidate, because even if it's a Republican that's better, which I'm believing any Republican would be better. But then again, I don't know, because there's some real wild crazy people. But compared to Trump, hell yeah, let's get it. If you start, you want to go?
Let me run.
Let's get
Let
it.
me run.
I'm dead serious.
I'll be the next black man.
But hey, you were born here though, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? You have white and black, you know what I'm saying? You could have came from anywhere, you know what I'm saying? I just got to make sure, you know what I'm saying? You could have came from anywhere. I got to ask these days. Because Trump will throw anything up against you. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
I got something for his ass.
Pause? Is that the first big pause that we're going to have for 2019? That's straight super pause. Yeah. But, so I just don't get your man. I don't get your man, Double D, man. I don't get him, man.
You can't get him.
Like he's
like an enigma.
But now I really gotta dig deeper now. I gotta.
How deep will you dig?
Pause. I gotta get more information now, because now I feel like, and you know what? I like that about myself. I should say, pause. You know what I mean? I like that I'm actually given the opportunity to not just judge him right off the bat off of what I've seen. I gotta research it. I feel proud of myself to even come to that conclusion. But why are you looking at me like that? It's because I felt like I pat myself on the back. Why we can't do that?
Yeah,
we can't do that. I feel like I've grown a little bit.
Listen.
I feel like I've grown a little bit.
What like you said, you want to do your research and everything. But
that's not good.
We get we hear a lot of stuff. I mean, and just like the old saying goes, if you're not a fly on the wall to see it for yourself, you don't know if it's true.
So that's why I said
I want to. Going by speculation.
That's why I said I want to find out.
Information that people are giving you. But if you don't have, what's the word I'm looking for? A day by day outlook of that situation, then you're not gonna know. Like, okay, if you don't see me 24/7, like, got me on camera watching me, actually watching my real life,
right?
You don't know what I'm about.
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right.
You just have a speculation
of what you presented. Yeah, what you presented.
This is what he's projecting.
Exactly.
He's giving me his representative.
Yes, you're right. You're exactly right, and that's a lot. That happens with everybody in everybody's life. Everybody's life.
Because what if in real life Trump's really not an asshole?
That's a fact. He could be playing the supervillain. That's why I said he's the first supervillain as a president. Like,
maybe he's a hell of an actor.
He might be. But this is another thing. Again, this is why I say, like, the picture he painting ain't the greatest right now. You know what I'm saying? The freestyle he doing.
Listen, I'm not even going to say no pause on it.
The interviews,
he keeps something in his mouth.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, pause for me.
I don't know if it's a boot, snatch, a dick, I don't know.
But because I watch old interviews of him, and even in the old interviews, he looked like a dick. Like you would fucking punch him in his mouth. You want to punch him in his mouth. Even the way he talked.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I really believe that didn't happen to him.
And he just
you
really
know how,
red
you know how
and
as a
orange.
kid or even in your high school era, you got punched in your face and you knew your place. You know what I'm saying? Right? I didn't mean that to the rap. I didn't mean that to actually sound like rap, but you did. You got punched in your face and you knew your place. Everybody has been somewhere, some way. You knew I know what not to say. I knew what not to say anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew I watch my mouth around certain people because if not, you might get punched. So I believe nobody has punched Donald Trump in the face. He needs to get punched in the face. Now it may not be physical. I believe he needs to get smacked.
I would like
Open
to see
hand smack.
Obama slap him.
Open hand smack. Like sometimes you need that just to straighten you out. You know what I mean? Like
Well, you
the
know,
palm,
Don, I
bow,
just
right in your
felt
shit,
like I had
you know
to
what I'm saying?
just slap you one time
your lip,
and wake you up.
Give you a little lip bleed, right?
No,
right
no,
there.
no.
Yeah,
Make
just
you,
a little
make
lip
you quiver
bleed.
like.
Yeah, and with a little lip bleed. A little lip bleed. Bust a lip, let the lip swell up a little bit. Because then you know, that was a little reminder the next day, yo, your lip busted. Oh, okay, all right. I shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. All right, so let's get off Trump because we talked about him too long, right?
Pause.
Let's talk about your show that you went to see. You saw a good show.
Yo.
And you know what? You actually got some good footage on your IG and your Facebook, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Follow us on Facebook, Instagram,
That's right.
Twitter.
Instagram, Twitter, all
YouTube.
that good media.
But yeah,
yo.
what show did you go to see, man?
Oh man, listen.
I missed out.
It wasn't really a show. It was a Capricorn celebration.
Okay.
Shout out to my man G. It was his born day. You know, G from G's Records.
Okay.
Old school. You know what I'm saying? And in the business, he was really relevant. He helped a lot of people, like as far as like music and all that, and even but the people I seen perform was Edo G,
Okay.
Sadat X, and Grand Poobah.
Oh. Yo, let me tell you something.
Legends.
Now,
Legends.
I like LOG. I like Sadat X. There's a little bit more like for Grand Poobah for me.
Okay.
Pause.
Okay.
The reason
I'm a
why
Grand Poobah fan,
I
too.
told you when you called me and you told me and I was like, oh shit, I can't go. I wanted to go, but it's because of the polo. You know what I'm saying? The
Right.
polo and Jabos. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that was I would have loved to be there just for that. But you know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
Yo, so like it was dope, man. Like when the first person I seen came in was Edo.
Okay.
And I went up to him, dapped him up and everything.
Okay,
You know what I'm
pause.
saying?
Okay.
I ain't gonna talk about everything, but you know,
exactly.
It was dope.
Smart
you know
move.
what I'm saying?
Smart move. Okay.
And real humble dude, man. You know, he gave me his number and everything like that, and I talked
Pause.
about him coming on
Okay.
to
You didn't kick it to
so
him.
what you call
You were
it?
just talking with him.
No.
No, I'm just
He was chopping it
clarifying
up.
while you're talking.
He's chopping it up.
because it sounds
So
crazy. When you said
basically,
he gave me your number.
you know what I'm saying?
It sound crazy.
We exchanged numbers and everything like that, and I
That
was
sound
telling him
better. That sound
about
better.
coming on to the Keyz and Dawoud show, and he was
Facts.
like, "Yo."
Facts.
He's like, I'm down for that. And I
Facts.
was like, yo, well, whatever we have to do, if you come here or
Pause.
we'll come to you.
Pause.
You know what I'm saying? I don't have to pause on nothing. I'm a grown-ass man.
I'll take
There's
it.
no pauses.
No, there's definitely pauses.
I don't have
You
to.
was talking about coming
Anyway.
on and coming off. That
No.
sounded crazy. I just wanted to let you know.
You sound like Scooby-Doo right there.
Exactly.
Anyways.
that was a super pause.
So anyways, but like I said, the show was really dope. You know what I'm saying? Edo was performing joints off of Freedom.
Yes.
He was performing like old joints off of like,
Honestly, I wish I was there.
like
honestly, because
I Gotta Have It, Be a Father to Your Child. There was a lot of joints that he's performed off. I'm not sure if he performed off of Facing the Crowd. I'm not sure if he did that. But he did a lot of good
why
joints.
you wasn't moistenized there. You wasn't drunk. You didn't look tipsy.
No. But
I saw
I'm
some video.
trying to remember all the joints
Usually
that he
you
had.
remember everything. You
Because he
remember
has-
the fucking words and all
Yo,
that shit.
But the performance was dope.
nah,
He was
it really
real
looked
humble.
like
But like Grand Poobah and Sadat, good. You know what I'm saying? They were good people too. Like
it
the
looked like you had a
performance-
good time though.
Yo,
man. Honestly, I
was sitting up there. Grand Poobah
footage.
did Step to the Rear,
Pause.
and
Pause on
also
that. The name of
he
the
did
name of that
one
song
for,
is crazy.
One for all.
Yo, no, all right, let's be honest. the shit that was back in the days, the names of they songs.
One step to the rear?
Yeah, that sounds crazy. That doesn't sound crazy to you? Pause. Think about it.
I don't know. I remember.
Step
Also,
to
I
the
remember.
rear.
Step to the rear, Grand Pool is on arrival.
Pause.
Raised in the ghetto, singing songs called Survival.
Pause.
Running around town, giving all the girls poopers neck
Pause.
with it, try to steal the stop. Just might catch a cardiac. Thinking the way to get paid is the grand and mic rehearsal. Smooth as Jermaine, so honey, don't take it personal. There's no need in trying to diss the swinger. Because, baby, all you catch is 2 snaps up in the finger.
Oh,
the
okay, that's
bad
real. We
Rewind,
we don't want to get no YouTube stoppage. Nah, I don't think you can get stoppage for repeating words, right? No, right? All right, so we good. I'm very conscious of that now. Because that was a big thing, man. Remember, he had a big thing about that.
Yeah.
So we got to be very conscious about it. But it sounded like you had a great time, man.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I saw the footage.
D,
I wish I was there, man.
Crush.
I really wish I was there.
It was classic. I mean,
I would have worn my Adidas. You should have worn some Adidas there, man. I'm
Yo,
dead
Ray
serious.
Dell had the show toes on.
See, I should have did.
Shout out to
shit
Crazy
like
Ray.
that. That shit like that, I would have definitely had the glasses that you bought us.
Oh,
the
yeah,
phones,
yeah,
the
yeah,
fuck-
yeah.
I would have had that fresh
Yeah.
with a bucket on,
Yep.
with the old
Mine
polo.
broke.
Yo, I'm dead.
Mine broke,
son.
man. Mad as fuck. I was mad as fuck. I
Yo,
have to get another pair.
But it sounded like you had a good time. I really wanted to check that show out, too.
It was ill, man. But
And I want to check out that
next week.
symphony.
Van Dome,
I know the symphony.
Master
but
Ace, Craig G,
I'm
Cool G
hoping.
Rap.
I'm hoping I could be for that because that's something that I
Big
really
Daddy
want to do.
Kane.
I really want to do because
I'm going.
because the symphony shit. That's like my classic
Yo,
era.
the
You know,
way
that's
that
like
you
when
can
I
get
was
there,
what
you
that
gotta
was
do
my
your shit
that was
mega
my
early.
that was like me. I think that was getting into high school. I was thinking I was coming into high school when Symphony came out, and when I first saw that,
Next up, I believe it's me.
That shit was
Master Ace laid up
crack.
with a symphony.
Crack. I
man.
never saw that before. It was just
The energy.
Yo.
Oh yeah, and then later in life,
Son,
the
that was
alcoholics
crazy.
took that doom.
That shit was crazy.
Dun,
Crazy.
That
That shit was crazy.
Yo, that shit was dope.
My thing is like with that era is just like, you know why? I guess that's why you can't fault these kids for this era and the era that they live in now. You know why? Because that was our growing up.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
the only thing
we can't judge them.
No, it's not about judging them. But the thing is, when you think about like Cold Crush, Grandmaster Flash, and all them, when they came in with a message. With a message and meaning. No, they didn't. Think about the message. The message had the meaning.
No, that
had a whole
particular
bunch of-
record had a meaning.
A lot of the
Not-
drinks, they was
not
like
a lot of 'em.
partying and everything like that.
Let's
but
be
what I'm
let's
trying,
be let's be real.
I am being real. A
Most
lot
of
of
the
that
rap
shit had
stuff
meaning,
that
or there
you
was freestyles
know,
and battles.
we had meaning for it because it was our era. That's what I'm trying to say.
No,
to you.
but what I'm
the meanings for it now. No, hear me out. Hear me out. What
Go
I'm
ahead.
saying. You're right. But what you're writing is it was meaning to you and in that era. And that was the meaning then. Right now, that shit doesn't hold to these kids because you know why? It don't feel like them. Just like even, for example, I'm gonna give you a perfect example, right? When I can't give you Houdini because that's kind of your era. Who's like before your era rap? Like who would you say is like before your era?
there was nobody.
Actually,
before my era. You got to think how far back I go.
But see, that's my point. You get what I'm saying? So remember when we was talking about how Trump comes in and snatch some shit, and then that's how you look at it now. You get what I'm saying? Because you was there from the origin.
Yeah.
So you look at as the origin. There's nothing could be better. Not even that.
But
just meaning that.
what happened to me, this is what I see. From the 80s to the 90s, I see nothing but progression in skills. And all the way up to 2005 or 6. And then maybe around 2000, from like maybe 2008, 9, that's when I started seeing that really big change. And I felt from like the 70s, I just seen progression from the late 70s, 80s until the 90s into the early 2000s. I seen nothing but progression on skills, and people were just more mindful of what they were saying. There was still the other type of hip hop that you would have, like, with gangster rap and everything like that. But the whole point of the matter is everybody was basing shit on skills. Now it's not skills no more.
I think
it's
you're
not
wrong.
Mike Skills no more.
I don't believe
there
you're right.
still are Mike
I don't
Skills
believe it.
in
I
the
don't
business.
believe you're right.
But
I don't believe you're right.
The stuff that you hear on the radio.
I'm gonna prove you wrong right now. I'm gonna prove you wrong right now. All right. First of all, whatever you hear on the radio, you can't go with what's on the radio. You know why? Because the streets always dictate what's hot, right? The streets always dictate what's popping. The radio's always late. Even back then, even when the radio was premiere part where you could hear everything, the radio was late. The radio goes out to find what's hot, right? So let's take radio out of the play because they only play what the masses like. You get what I'm saying? They're not gonna go into
all the hotness actually came
what
from
you
the
like,
clubs,
what you like,
from the DJs.
Yeah, the street. That's
yeah,
the street.
Exactly.
Like I said, the street. So my thing is this: when rap first started, they didn't know what the fuck they was doing. They didn't know what they were stumbling on. It was just creating. Now I give them the credit of creating it. Did they master it? No, because they didn't know what they was doing. They just making up stuff as they go along. I think the criteria was set in the 80s. Like, okay, you want to be a rapper and be in this game, you have to be nicer than that guy.
Exactly.
You had to be nicer than that guy.
That's right.
Right? So now we just starting to write. So this is what I look at it as. I'm just using this as just a belt. This is where we got our 10 Commandments in the 80s. You get what I'm saying? Because now it was set. The bar was set. Before that, they didn't have. They was making songs, and they were good songs, but rap was like set in place in the 80s.
Because when they first came out, like in the 70s, it was more like
it was songs.
disco into.
It was a transition. Rap. It was songs, right? Because that's what it was doing.
Yep.
They want to do this and then
hustle.
You know what I mean? That's the transition, right? So if you let's go by the timeline, and then you got the 80s where it set the bar. And then you saw the progression you're talking about. Right. That's when the progression started.
The Kool Herc.
I would say more Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
Because that's where Grandmaster Flash was taking what Kool Herc and them did and started putting techniques to it.
Yeah.
And you had to do this and you had to do that and you got to be different from this person. You can't copy this guy because if you copy him, you're whack.
You're a biter.
That was the word, whack and biter. You were biting, you were whack if you copied anything else, right? Yeah, that was the words back then, right? So then now you have the golden era, meaning where you got what rap was. Since you know what rap is, now this is where you get from the fruits of what rap is. That's the 90s. 90s is where's the start, where people started to get a little bit of money now, a little bit of fame now, starting to move all around now. Into the 2000s, now we getting mega money. Now we know what the business is.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Now we're back to, let's see what's different again, because we caught the same type of rap. Because that's what we was mad about in the 2000s, late 2000s. That's when we started to go, all right, we're hearing the same shit over and over now. We need new regime. Now these new kids come in with a whole nother sound, a whole nother genre, because they created. You see where we started? We started with the creation, right? We got to the rules, we got to the payoff, and now we back to creation again. So if you can't kid. That's why I say don't hate these kids, because now they're making sounds that we're like, oh shit, these sounds are dope, because they're Basuda raps, but the sounds are making it so good that we're overshadowing the Basuda rap. So now we're gonna get to the lyrics.
Listening to the
exactly. So now we're getting back into the lyrics, because now you're starting to see lyricism start to kick back up again, right? Yeah. And we're starting to hold people accountable now. Now you got to write your shit.
Do you think about
You see what I'm saying?
Do you think about this
so
situation?
Now, that's why you can't hate them. That's why I'm saying you can't be mad at people like.
No. But do you think about the situation now? Think about hip hop in a whole, as with rapping,
right?
And just mic skills and everything like that. So my thing is, like, all these transitions. Now these people coming up that are new in the game and everything, what was they listening to? What was influencing
and it's
them?
a lot of different, but
skills.
it's a lot. But the thing is this: a lot of them is different, because you got to
Some of them
remember
just coming in there just to make a buck.
But a lot of them came in on when there was Basuda in the air. So, and if that's what you grew up on, Basuda, you don't know no better. You feel what I'm saying? Because you can't front where I'm not trying to say the names I'm throwing out there right now is not I'm not saying they're whack. I'm just saying at that time was a different era too.
Right.
We had a different Southern era than we have a Southern era now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? We had Mike Jones came out with a whole different Southern era.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Wall had a different Southern sound. Slim Thug had a different Southern sound.
Definitely.
You feel what I'm saying? Bun B, Pimp C. There was a different Southern sound.
Outkast.
Than a Southern sound now. You get what I'm saying? So because even their sound, they had lyrics in their shit, and we still was like, oh, we can't understand them. Remember that? And there was a point where we was calling them whack. Now they're the giants. Because now we finally took our time to understand. So this is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes we judge too early. We judge too early. Like right now, even with these young boys.
Yo.
There's some young boys right now that you probably don't even know their names. But spit crazy fire. We just got to give them time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like right now, Jay Critch. You ever heard of Jay Critch?
No.
Jay Critch is the young gun from New York.
Okay.
He's spitting right now.
Okay.
He's spitting right now. Like not no, turn up, whoop, whoop, whoop. None of that shit. Like he's actually rapping. You get what I'm saying? So
speaking of young folks,
you gotta think of that. You gotta look for those guys.
Now, have you been listening? Not saying that you've been looking for it, but have you noticed transition from Young Prophet?
I seen
his style is
he's coming. But the thing is this:
now it's not like he's. To me, when I first started listening to him, I was like, "Oh shit, this nigga's nice." You know what I'm saying? He was rhyming off the EPMD beat and all that, and spitting darts. And now I see him. It seems like it's becoming commercial kind of.
Well, you have to. If you want to make some money,
I guess
you need to have both. You want to have both, but you can't do both.
Do you see Jadakiss? He makes money.
Yeah, but it's not on the money that he's looking at. Like, see, this is the thing. You got to look at people don't look at Jadakiss' career. They fall into Jadakiss' career. You get what I'm saying? That's the problem. People don't come in the game saying, you know what? Jadakiss made his own lane. He don't got to change for nobody, and he's going to always be good. They don't do that. They come in the game wanting Drake money.
Right.
That's what they want, straight off the bat. You're not going to be Drake. Everybody's not going to be Drake. There's only one in every era. That's just the way it is. Because Kendrick right now is spitting his heart out. He's not Drake.
Yo, you know what
you get what I'm saying?
You know what I found
Cole is spitting his heart out. He's not Drake.
I was talking to.
That's it.
You know Vinnie Paz, right?
No.
You never heard of Vinnie Paz?
No.
He's from.
We don't need the backstory. Just what is the story?
But the reason why I'm telling you this is because Vinnie Paz is a lyricist. Like, he's nice as fuck. They call him Box Cutter Vizzy.
But now this is my point. I don't know about him.
Listen to what I'm saying. So I had said something about a comment. I said, yo, facts, whatever. And I said something to him about, yo, like how people are coming into the game and they're just trying to be sellouts and so they can become platinum and stuff. And I guess the way I worded it wasn't word. So he's like, yo, homie, he's like, yo, I'm in the game. And basically, I'm making more money than 95% of these people on the radio, independent.
But that's why I tell you, the radio is not. You can't hold.
Right.
Everybody thinks the radio is and the radio doesn't matter. That's all. It's never mattered.
Yeah,
it really doesn't. It's only popularity. But at the same time, my whole thing is this: when you have super dudes who spit their heart out and all this, there's only a small group of people who want to hear that shit.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You know
There's
what's
only
sad?
a small. You want to pigeonhole your favorite artist.
You know what's sad though? These cats that spit like flames, they make more money overseas.
Some of them
it's
don't
sad.
though.
And it's
some
sad.
Of them
You know
don't.
why? That overseas has more love for hip hop, but then talk to
I don't
people,
believe that.
Then
I don't
when you
believe
talk
that.
to people, listen.
I
to
don't
me.
believe that.
This is what I believe, and this is what I've seen. Now, but I notice that a lot of people be like, well, because overseas, Japan and all them places like that, they're kind of like slow. Like they're not up to speed. And I was like, how could you say that? Like,
then that's not it. The whole point is
come on, are you
that
serious?
doesn't make sense either.
No, but I've heard people say that.
Yeah, but I'm telling you that why. I'm gonna tell you reason why. It's all about relationships. It's not about who you know money overseas. None of the, listen, you could be a nice rapper and spit your heart out and never make it overseas.
I don't know.
You know what it is?
Most of the underground people make
Everybody-
all their money overseas.
No, that's not true.
The ones that I know.
That's not true. I'm telling you. Let me
I'm
tell
telling
you.
you the ones that I know.
Even though they're not, that's not true. Let me tell you, they make their money all over. It's not just overseas. Do you know what it
said
is?
they make more money overseas than they make here. They make money everywhere, but they make more money overseas. Because overseas, they appreciate hip-hop more than they do here in the States.
I don't believe they appreciate it either. I don't think that's true either.
Okay.
I just think that this is the thing. I'm telling you.
Well,
it's
guess
about,
what? We're gonna
can I
agree to
talk? Can I
disagree.
say?
gonna
Can
agree
I
to
let you
disagree.
talk? All right, let me talk.
Go ahead.
What I'm saying to you is, it's relationships in everything. Everything you do, the money is not made because that person is hot. That person could be trash. It's all about who you know in everything. If I know somebody overseas, guess what? And that person is going to look out for me. He's going to set up a tour for me over there. You get what I'm saying? Just like here. I know dudes that never left fucking Atlanta and making bread. I know people that in Rhode Island, Cape Verdean music. Do you know about Cape Verdean music?
Never heard of it.
That's my point. The whole thing is there's certain
It seems
pockets
like Cape
for
Verdean music
everything.
would be like a bachata or
No,
merengue, fast
it's actually it is fast paced.
calypso.
It's a mixture of calypso and African beats because it's Cape Verde Islands is I guess somewhere
Yeah,
off
Cape Verde.
Africa
Yeah,
and
yeah, it is.
something like that. So it's a mixture of Spanish and African,
Yeah.
right? That pocket, or even let's say reggae. Let's say even say reggae. Do you think? Yeah, exactly. We're about to end it right now, but off this. When you say reggae, right? You would think reggae right now. Do you think reggae is big?
Hell yeah, it's big.
All right. But right now, people would say that reggae is not as big as it was like in the 90s,
Right.
right? But reggae, I know dudes right now that go to fucking on a regular basis, go to Hartford, cash. Go to New York, cash. Press that button. As soon as they touch down in town, and you would never hear their names ever in Jamaica. In the capital home of reggae.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not overseas. It's all about who you know. And now when
Remember
you say
Don Flex?
so now yes.
From Waterbury.
So now, but
Well,
my
not
thing
from
is this.
Jamaica, but-
My thing is this. So you got like people like Ed O.G., right?
Right.
Ed O.G. now, because he went around the world one time, he made those relationships.
Right.
So he don't even have to be hot. That's why I say to you, it doesn't matter about what you do.
Right.
You make good relationship, now he's good with you. If you do a show out here now, who you let's be real, who you call it first? That's
Right.
my point. You
Right.
see what I'm saying?
I
It's
get
not
what you're saying.
it's not even about his music. It's because of
get
y'all
what you're saying.
relationship now.
Right, right.
Y'all relationship is like this. So
Right.
now you're gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna think of him first. And then
Right.
next Bishop. Then next da da da. You
Yep.
feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
When the average promoter is not thinking that.
No.
He's thinking of who's gonna bring the next.
Who's gonna bring the most money in?
You see what I'm saying? So
but
when
that's what you're supposed to do when you promote a show.
But I understand
you're
that.
looking
You
for the
are. You're
bag.
looking for the bag. But at the same time, that's where I see. That's why I say the overseas is not really that they respect it more. It just so happened with the relationships and people bring those
Who's
people
the most
out there more.
respected band or group in the world
The
is
Roots.
hip hop?
The Roots.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'd say Wu-Tang.
You said band or group.
No, I said.
Didn't he just say
well,
band
yeah,
or group?
Well, the reason why
So
I say
when you
that,
say band or
what I,
group,
what I
I'm
mean
gonna
by
go with-
that, what I mean, group, I should say.
Okay, if you know rap
Wu-Tang.
group, Wu-Tang, yes,
Yes.
facts. But the most famous rapper, I think, in the game, period, would be Snoop Dogg. I believe if you know rap, you know Snoop Dogg. I don't know anybody who could disagree with me on that. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Am I lying? Like
No,
if you're
not.
Because I think
Yep.
every race of person know Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Snoopy.
But
It's hard to do that.
But you know why people know Snoop? It's because his marketability.
And
plus
how about
he's
this?
in
We're gonna end it on
movies,
this. We're gonna end it on this.
Go ahead.
Do you think Snoop is a super lyricist?
I think he's definitely lyrical.
But I didn't say that, motherfucker. Did
Do
you
I
hear
think
what I
he's a
said?
super lyricist?
Yes.
No.
And do you know why? Because I think he's a super lyricist. Because you know why I think he's a super lyricist?
Tell me
He
why.
could do everything a lyricist can do. He could freestyle, and then freestyles be hot. He could, when I mean
But
freestyle,
the only reason why I said
and you gotta
not a
respect,
super lyricist,
and you gotta respect.
because I wouldn't put him on the level of Pharoah Monch, Talib, Black Thought.
I think he's kind of better than them. The reason why, no, hear me out, hear
No
me out.
way.
I'm not saying on the actual lyricist. I'm talking about actual ability. Actual ability. No, actual ability. Meaning, I don't think Pharoah Monch ever just came off and just had the flow of a freestyle that just flows. Like, off the top. Like, boom, I'm going to just... Snoopy would be talking about cheese and fucking butter, and it just sounds fucking flavor. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like the charisma in that freestyle. You see what I'm saying? Like,
does.
Like you can hear people.
Just like
for example, for another example, you know when somebody does a freestyle, right? The freestyle could be nice bars wise, but somebody come in with some charisma with that. Like I love seeing Meek Mill's freestyle. You know why I like seeing Meek Mill's freestyle? This nigga be on there like talking to you like, yo, son. You know what I mean? The game is gangster. You know what I mean? Like, but other rappers be like, I don't want to see you do that. Get the fuck up out of here. You might be spitting that shit, but get
just
the fuck up out of here.
Like with me, like when
that's all I'm saying.
When I freestyle like people be like looking at me when I freestyle, and I'm like, when I freestyle simple. I don't be trying to come up with complex words.
But it's not that.
I want you to understand what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, but as some people try to overcompensate with
the big words,
and then you got to throw in the plot to the rhyme. Sometimes people don't need that, or that's not you. Right. You think it's you, but it's not. You get what I'm saying? But all right, we out of here though, man. We got to get up out of here.
Yes,
this is the Keyz and Dawoud podcast. You see how we just run off topics?
Episode 46
with a twist.
In the mix.
What is it? With a twist.
Episode 46 in the mix.
In the mix. All right, we out of here. Please follow us on all our social medias. You know what I mean? Don't forget the merch is out there. Shout out Josh. You know, holding us down. RVP Studios.
Shout out to Ed OG.
Don't forget. This is 247.com. Follow us again, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm trying to do everything.
Snapchat.
Yo, you know what we got to start doing at the end of the show? You got to start banging on pause. Yeah. All right, that's the end of the show.
The Keyz and Dawoud podcast.